Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make these cute little felt Christmas trees. They can be used as cute apartment decorations or great neighbor gifts for Christmas countdowns throughout December. Plus they're cute, fun, and easy to make, and they're cheap. So let's get started. So you'll want to have the following items, and depending on how many little felt Christmas trees you'll want to make, will determine how many of these supplies that you'll need to have. So first of all, you want to have some yellow and green felt to make the body of the Christmas tree and the star. You'll need a hot glue gun with some extra hot glue sticks, and then little decorations that you can use to decorate the front of your tree. So you can get little strips of fabric or ribbon. I have here some red rickrack, and then I chose to decorate with little white buttons. So it's up to you what kind of decorations you want to get. So once you have everything that you need, we're ready to go. So once you have everything you need, you can print out the tree pattern from the link below the video. And once you've cut that out, then you can place it on your felt squares, pin it and cut around the pattern, or you can place the pattern on your felt squares, trace it, and cut around the tracing. So when you're finished, you'll have two green tree pieces, the tree bottom, and one yellow star. The next step is cutting a slit in the back of the back piece of the tree. So you'll grab one of the tree pieces, fold it in half, and you grab your scissors, and you're going to cut a V-shaped slit near the top of the tree. Now you don't want it to be gaping wide, but you just want it big enough that pieces of candy can fit through it, so that when everything is all glued together, then you can stuff it with the candy. So now that you've cut the hole in the back of the tree, you can go ahead and start decorating the front of your tree. So if you have ribbon or fabric that you want to put on the front of the tree, you can cut it out according to the length of however long you want it. So the front of my tree will look like this. And you want to have a little bit of extra fabric or ribbon on each side of whatever will be on the tree, so that we can flip the tree over and glue down those pieces, so that the pieces that you'll have glued down won't show once the entire tree is glued together. So we're just going to glue those down. And so you can do that with the rest of your tree. If I were you, I would also put a dab underneath the ribbon on the front of the tree, just so that it sticks down and doesn't poof out once it is full of candy. So once you have all your rickrack or ribbon glued onto the tree, and any other little decorations that you want to add on there, you can start gluing the front of the tree to the back of the tree. Now before you do this, just always remember, do not glue this bottom part together. So when they're put together, make sure that you don't put any glue along the bottom strip, because that's where this bottom piece comes in. So lay the tree down and trace hot glue along the edge of the top of the tree. Now I like to do it in increments, just so that my hot glue doesn't dry up before I can press the pieces together. So there's the top of the tree. I'll do this whole side and push down, remembering not to put any glue on the bottom edge. I'll get this side really quick. I'll push those edges down, and now they are together. So now I have this open hole in the bottom of my tree, and so now I can go ahead and glue my bottom piece on. So what I'll do is now I'll put some hot glue along the edge of the bottom opening, and I'll place one edge of my tree bottom piece along that glue. So now that's there just like this. so that I can still open it and I still have an opening. Just one side is attached. Then I'm going to flip the tree over, lift the little bottom flap, and place some more glue along the inside edge of the tree. And now I can place the rest of the edge in there. Make sure that it's pressed down nice and tight. And there we go. Once it's glued on there, then your tree can kind of stand up. It's not full of candy yet, but it will stand up now that that bottom piece is on there. So once you've got that glued on, then you can just put a dot at the very top of your tree and put your star on top of there. And there you go. This is what an unveiled tree will look like. And now we are ready for the next step. So once you've got everything glued together and the glue has cooled off a little bit, then you can start filling your tree with candy. And the type of candy that you fill your tree with will depend on if you're just using these as decorations or giving them to people as Christmas countdowns or just little felt trees filled with candy. If you're giving them to people for Christmas countdowns, then put 25 pieces of candy inside each of these. If not, if you're giving them to an entire family, then I would fill it with a smaller candy so that more people can enjoy the candy, such as M&Ms or Skittles. So now you just open the little flap on the back of the tree, grab some candy, and let's see, and stuff it in there. And if your hole isn't big enough, then you can just cut it just a little bit more. So once you have it a little bit wider, you can just keep stuffing your candy in. And once it's all full, it'll look something like this, and it'll just stand up by itself, and it's ready to be delivered. So once your trees are all stuffed and ready to go, then you can deliver them to people. My family likes to ding dong ditch Christmas treats like this on people's doorsteps, or you can hand deliver them in person. Either way is great, it's up to you. If you're delivering them as a Christmas countdown, then you want to include a little Christmas countdown poem and just attach it to the tree. Or you can just include a nice Christmas poem or a little Christmas story that's a great reminder of what the season really is about. So there you go. Thanks for joining me today as I taught you guys how to make these cute little felt Christmas trees. If you want to use them for decorations around your apartment, you can fill them with sand or rice and hot glue over the back so that the flap doesn't come open and you spill everything everywhere. Thanks again for joining me today, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas.